Our next topic is sampling. Our next topic is sampling. This is the statement of sampling. This is the statement of sampling. A continuous time signal can be represented in its samples and can be recovered back when sampling frequency fs is greater than or equal to twice the highest frequency component of the message signal. Twice the highest frequency component of the message signal. I think you are studying analog and digital communication, where message signal, you know what is message signal. Input signal is message signal. Carrier signal means high frequency signal. High frequency means more number of repetitions. Frequency or repetitions one and the same. Frequency or repetitions one and the same. If you see the center, bottom center diagram, del of t. Okay. So there is number of impulses present over here. Number of impulses present over here. This can be called as carrier signal. Now we are multiplying x of t and del of t. We are multiplying x of t and del of t. This is just a multiplier. This is just a multiplier. And y of t is nothing but multiplication of x of t. Okay, multiplication of x of t and del of t. You can take it as convolution or multiplication. Time domain multiplication means frequency domain convolution. That doesn't matter. That is vice versa. Time domain convolution equal to frequency domain multiplication. If you are taking time domain multiplication, frequency domain will be convolution. This property holds good in all the transforms. In all the transforms, this property holds good. Okay. So this x of t is message signal or input signal. Message signal or input signal. Its maximum frequency be FM. FM is the message frequency. FM means message frequency. Okay. If you read the sentence, a continuous time signal can be represented in its samples and can be recovered back when sampling frequency fs is greater than or equal to twice the highest frequency component of message signal. In this, what all we understood now? Highest frequency component or maximum frequency component. Highest frequency or maximum frequency. Okay. Highest frequency or maximum frequency. We are using FM for representing highest frequency or maximum frequency in the message signal. Okay. Now, this is a continuous time signal. This is a continuous time signal. So, a continuous time signal. Okay, finished. It is having highest frequency FM. It can be represented in its samples. It can be represented in its samples. This is nothing but samples of m of t, x of t, samples of x of t. M of t means message. In this diagram, they have used the representation x of t. So I will also go with the same representation. So samples of x of t. Now a new name is given for this. New name is given for this. This is equal to y of t. Samples of x of t is nothing but y of t. Okay, how we are getting that? By multiplying with impulses. By multiplying with impulse train. This del of t is nothing but impulse train. Train means continuous impulses. Continuous impulses is called impulse train. Okay. And we can convert from message signal to its samples. We can convert from message signal to samples by multiplying with del of t. By multiplying with del of t using this multiplier. Okay. If only this multiplier is having a sampling frequency fs greater than or equal to twice the highest frequency. Okay. So this multiplier can also be acting as a switch. This multiplier also can be acting as a switch. So inside this system, we are having a switch. Inside this system, we are having a switch. This is the switch diagram, you know. This is the switch diagram, you know. I will make on and off for the switch. I will make the switch on and off only at every ts seconds. The time for which switch. Okay. At ts, it will just switch on. 2 ts, it will be switching on. 3 ts, it will be switching on. This is the diagram. If you see del of t is present inside this multiplier. Inside the multiplier, del of t is present. It is a switch. Switch name is del of t. Switch name is del of t. And that switch will be on and off for every ts, instantly on, immediately off. After at 2 ts, again on, immediately off. 3 ts, again on, immediately off. Okay. So what happens whenever the switch is closing? input signal, message signal, okay, message signal or input signal, one and the same, it get passed through the multiplier, it get passed through the multiplier. So that height alone will come at the output, that height alone will come at the output. So this is at origin, this is at TS, this is at 2TS, this is at 3TS, only that heights are coming. Only when switch is closed, the input signal height is coming. So the top of the signal is maintained same. The top of the signal is maintained same. Okay, it is a replica of sine wave, but this is a discrete time signal. Y of t is a discrete time signal. X of t is continuous time signal. Y of t is discrete time signal. Okay, we know that inverse of time is frequency. Inverse of time is frequency. So 1 by Fs, 1 by Fs is nothing but Ts. 1 by Fs is nothing but Ts. So that Fs is called sampling frequency. Fs is called sampling frequency. Okay. Ts is called sampling time. Ts is nothing but sampling time or sampling interval. Sampling time or sampling interval. Sampling time or sampling interval. Fs is called sampling frequency or sampling rate. Sampling frequency or sampling rate. So units are seconds here, units are hertz or bits per second, something like that, bits per second like that. For Fs, units are bits per second. Now you understood in the next sentence, sampling frequency. What is that sampling frequency? Fs. 1 by Fs is nothing but Ts. Ts means what? The time for which, time whenever switch is getting closed, the duration, time duration whenever switch is getting closed. You see del of t diagram here, system behavior, del of t diagram here inside the system, del of t is present. It is having heights only at Ts, 2Ts, 3Ts, 4Ts. All the heights are same height. All the impulses are same height. All the impulses are same height, which means the switch will be closed, instant open. Switch will be closed, instant open. So whenever switch is closed, the input waveform, that particular height will come at the output. This is the height at Ts, this is the height at 2Ts, 3Ts, 4Ts, like that. Only those heights are coming at the output. You can see Y of t diagram. This is what happening. This is what happening. So the time whatever you are fixing, the condition, sampling theorem is nothing but condition on this time of the switch. When the switch should do close and open, immediate close and open. Okay, what is the time duration? When the switch is getting closed. Time duration between the switch is getting closed. Ts, 2Ts, 3Ts only, it will close, immediately open. Instant of second it will open. Again 2Ts closed, immediately open. 3Ts closed, again immediately open. Like that. What is the time condition on this time? Okay, that is called sampling theorem. That frequency should be greater than or equal to 2 times Fm. This is the condition. Fm means what? Highest frequency of the message signal. Highest frequency of the message signal. Okay, so the Ts is derived from Fs only. Ts is derived from Fs only. Fs should be greater than or equal to 2 Fm. This is the condition in sampling theorem. This is called sampling frequency. This is called sampling frequency. Fs should be greater than or equal to 2 Fm. What is the advantage when we maintain this? What is the advantage when we maintain this? We can also reconstruct the original signal from the samples. We can also reconstruct the original signal from the samples. Backward. Backward is possible. What is that backward? From the samples, we can also reconstruct x of t. From y of t, we can reconstruct x of t only when the sampling theorem is followed. Only when sampling theorem is followed. Okay. Now we have discussed the first 3 diagrams, horizontally first 3 diagrams, and the second row, the middle diagram we discussed. Now what is the left side, second diagram, right side, second diagram. This is nothing but Fourier transform. You see, this is nothing but Fourier transform. Okay, x of t Fourier transform is x of j omega. Similarly, y of t Fourier transform is y of j omega. Y of t Fourier transform is y of j omega. Okay, and from this Fourier transform, just I will complete this and stop. Only this slide I will complete and stop. So what is the Fourier transform all about? We are assuming it is present with respect to origin. This is Fm or omega m. Fm or omega. As I have used Fm, I will write here Fm. This is minus Fm. You are familiar what is this Fm. Okay. And here what will happen? 0. This is omega s. Center. This is 2 omega s. On the left side it is minus omega s. So on both sides it is plus Fm minus Fm, and this is omega s plus Fm. Left side this is also equal to omega s minus Fm. This is or. Both are correct. Simply Fm or. This side it is 2 omega s plus Fm. Left side it is 2 omega s minus Fm. Okay, both are correct. These points. This point, I am talking about this point. Okay, the triangle legs, I am giving the what is the value. Okay, so either side, whatever is the center, right side it is plus Fm, left side it is minus Fm. Whatever the center, already center I have drawn dotted line. Right side you have to do plus Fm, left side you have to do minus Fm. Okay, if 2 or 3 representations come, whenever you calculate the numerical values, it will come same only. They will be same only. You can use any of these formulas. Okay, so just an overview of this slide, what we are doing in this sampling theorem statement we have just discussed. Sampling theorem statement just we have discussed. It is a switch. It closes at every ts seconds. Whenever switch closes, the continuous time input signal, message signal, continuous time message signal, it is having highest frequency Fm that will get passed through the switch. The system is switch characteristic is nothing but del of t diagram, bottom middle diagram. This is a diagram for del of t switch. Okay, diagrammatic representation for the switch. And now the input message will get multiplied with the switch, and only the height of the message, the outward shape will be same. Only at ts, 2ts, whatever height is there, that is coming at the output. This is samples of x of t. Samples of x of t, the name is given as y of t. It comes by multiplying x of t and del of t, because this is a multiplier. Okay, and left side first bottom, the first diagram, x of omega is Fourier transform. If you just look at the first diagram and last diagram in the left side bottom. Okay, first diagram and last diagram, the same triangle is getting repeated again and again. Same diagram is getting repeated, shifted. Diagram, okay, is shifted left and right. So continuous triangles are coming. Okay, so continuous time, discrete time signal, and then in the Fourier transform, one triangle and many triangles are there. Left side for input it is one triangle. Right side for y of t, Fourier transform is many triangles present continuously. Okay, the statement of sampling theorem is Fs should be greater than or equal to 2Fm. Only when this condition is maintained for the switch, we can reconstruct the original signal from the samples. We can reconstruct the original signal, which means x of t can be derived from y of t only when we maintain this condition on the switch. Okay, this is about sampling theorem. We will discuss further details on sampling theorem in our next session.